This is one of my favourite desserts to make, Jack. I love a choux bun. I was that kid who used to steal profiteroles from the fridge whenever we had them.
I actually don't doubt that.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. So a choux bun, it's essentially like a profiterole, but just a little bit more chefy, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And one of the things that we're going to do to make that happen is your first job, which is like, it's almost like a crackling that we do on top of the choux bun. And it's plain flour, brown sugar, butter, equal quantities, mixed together. That's it. So if you can start with that for me, please.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the choux pastry. And I'm basically going into a heavy bottom pan with some water, some butter. The colder the better. Just dice your butter. And we're going to bring that to almost like just a gentle boil, but don't let it boil away. A little bit of caster sugar going in there as well. I'm going to add a pinch of salt to this now. Salt in desserts is important, really is. Helps balance the sweetness, and it really does wake everything up as well. So you can see in here now, it's just starting to come to that rolling sort of boil that I was talking about. I'm gonna sieve in my flour.
There isn't tons of butter in this recipe as per a usual pastry type recipe, is there?
There's not a lot of butter and there's not a lot of sugar either.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You're essentially making a dough. It's what you fill it with, which is what gives it the sweetness.
Yes.
Or savouriness. Like, I do savoury choux buns as well.
Can you?
Yeah, I love them.
How cool.
Absolutely love them. Love stuffing them with like shellfish and stuff like that.
Oh, good times.
So you now start to bring that together, and it should come together fairly quickly. And at this stage, make sure you're on a nice low heat. You don't want to burn it. Okay, so this has been cooking out now for 1 to 2 minutes. And you can see it's come together in a really nice ball. It's a nice consistency. It's been cooked out. You have done a great job with the crackling. It's so easy. Now, you chill it, and then just once it's cold, you roll it out. And it looks like this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cut shapes out of that once our choux buns are ready. You can do some whisking.
Okay.
The 2 eggs, please, crack in there.
And that's only a few mil thick.
Yeah, a couple of millimetres. The thicker it is, just the more surface area it's gonna cover.
Yeah,
so you want it quite thin. We're basically gonna whisk up the eggs now, and we're gonna pour it slowly into your choux pastry. Little bit at a time. It's important for your eggs to be at room temperature for this, okay? You don't want cold eggs.
They just cook.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more. The dough's not getting too thin, which is what you want. It shouldn't be like a sauce consistency. It should be pipeable, but not wet.
Gotcha.
And once it's all incorporated, really it's done. That's it. So we're gonna pop that in a piping bag. All right. So I'm gonna pipe these out. So this recipe makes 8 buns. If you can do the crackling disc for me, Jack.
Yep.
That would be great.
What's your secret to success on these little guys?
That's a good question. I mean, for me, it's all about making the bun, like the choux in the right way to begin with. I think it's far more forgiving with the crackling because some of the issues people have with making choux buns at home or aiming to make profiteroles is like they're a little bit weird shaped when they come out, or you pull them out the oven too quickly and they start to deflate. So 2 things for that. The crackling is a great little cover for them. So it looks really more refined than it may be underneath. And in terms of them deflating quickly when it comes out the oven, switch the oven off and leave them in the oven for like another 10 minutes once the recipe's done. And they'll dry out a little bit, so you'll get a harder crust on the outside. And they'll still be beautiful and soft in the middle.
A little bit like a pavlova.
Yeah, so it's a nice little chefy trick. So I reckon I'm gonna get 1 more out of this. So 7 today, rather than 8. We're now gonna cover these with the crackling, then bake them in the oven at 180 degrees for around 25, 30 minutes. All right, filling time, Jack. And for me, I love a creme pat in my choux buns. So you're gonna whisk up, because my arms are still tied. I wish I was joking.
Come on.
Egg yolks.
Yep.
Caster sugar. whisk it up,
Yeah.
and then add the flour as well.
No problem.
Okay? In the pot here, I've just got the milk, which is just coming to heat. And then we're gonna put the milk into here. Once it's all combined, whisk it here, and then we're gonna put it back onto the stove and keep whisking until it gets thick. See, that's nicely thickening up now, Jack.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice colour to it. So I'm going to take that off the heat because the residual heat's going to continue to cook it as well.
Yeah, okay.
So I always say, always be aware of residual heat. So at this stage now, I'm going to add in my flavourings. I love vanilla. For me, it's a must in any creme pâtissière.
Naturally.
But also, the flavour I've gone with today is pistachio, because I think it's just beautiful in a choux bun, you know? So we've just got a pistachio paste.
And is this just ground pistachios?
Essentially, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's so simple to make a good pistachio paste. Literally just toasted the nuts and you just blitz it until the natural oils come out.
Same as you would a peanut butter or an almond butter.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. All right, I'm just gonna literally whisk that through now, and then I'm gonna chill it down in the fridge. We're gonna take the choux buns out, cool those down on a rack, and then we're gonna be ready to stuff them.
Easy.
All right, they've come out of the oven now. We've left them to cool just for a little bit, just so we don't burn our hands, basically. Still slightly warm to touch, which is absolutely fine. And now we're just gonna fill them. There's a couple of ways you could fill these, Jack.
Yeah.
Like, for me, in the restaurants, the easiest way we do it is we just create a little hole underneath, and then our creme pat is in our piping bag, and we just stuff it. And that's pretty, it's a hidden surprise. You bite in and it's,
Yeah.
you know, you do your happy dance. The other way you can do it, which is a little bit, I suppose a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, is you just do a little slice open and then you can fill it this way. And then you can get a little bit more in there as well. So you can see inside that.
So sure it's going to explode everywhere.
It
right?
will, it will. But you know what? These are one bite wonders. Whack it in. All right, Jack, this one is for you.
Thank you.
Gets a bit heavy, eh?
It does. It's very different to these little guys that are lovely and light and fluffy.
And you can see how filled this one is now.
Bon appetit.
Cheers.
I don't think I've ever had them this fresh. They're amazing. They are definitely not a one-bite wonder.
No, they're not, they're not.
Excuse you. But they are just incredible. The choux pastry is so fresh and light, and that pistachio creme.
It's just beautiful. They're little bites of wonder.
Let's talk.